Okay, hi guys, this is Malcolm from Getsen Real Estate. Today we are with Riwi. She's going to tell us how she paid off her house earlier, why she decided to pay it off earlier also. And maybe you can learn something and you can also do the same thing. Riwi,
Well, somebody start.
you can go ahead please.
Okay, we bought our house in 2005.
Okay.
Right? And it was around 650. And we paid it off, the installment, the normal installment for the first 7 years, but in between we took a 20,000 as well for that. So it was around 670 total loan taken. But after 7 years, our loan amount was 610. So when we realized 610, we actually had been paying nothing to the capital. It frustrated us because it's almost your 7 years, we're expecting at least to pay half of the amount. But then we were not monitoring our account on a yearly basis to see the reduction. So that's why we probably found ourselves in 7 years after that. So we only look at it 7 years because we're making big financial decision of our lives. Because I was changing my job career, not my career, my job career, but my job. So I wanted to know how much to owe and can I afford it with the next salary. Yeah, that's when the decision comes. So when we realized we've actually paid off, we didn't have much space because we were over indebted. So what we did, the approach is that we took an approach of saying our salary increase will go straight into the house installment. It's not going to be added to food because normally that is absorbed in food. So when your first increase is 500, it's 500 per month. So 500 times 12, it's quite a big amount. So in your next year, when your increase is now another 500, then it's 1,000. So then it becomes 1,000 that you added. So we repaid off our house over 7 years because of the salary increases. But remember, it's now a loan of 610 for the next 7 years. But the same loan of 670, we couldn't pay it off over the first 7 years. So that is the shift that we saw, and that's the value that we saw of paying your house faster with your increment. But if people have money, they can take that money and add as installment. But we didn't have a salary space. That is where we worked with our increases of our salary.
So every increase you get on your salary, you wouldn't use it at all, you just put it in the mortgage account?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because it's not normally a lot of money. Yeah, so if you split it between other things, you don't get to feel it's funny.
So meaning you also paid that over 600,000 in 7 years?
In 7 years.
So meaning it's possible to pay your house off in 5 years, like everybody complains?
It is very much possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to pay it off earlier?
Because we were very frustrated of giving the money to the bank on a higher installment and still paid off for a longer period.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we wanted, to get rid of the loan so that we have that money to ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now your house is paid off.
Yes.
You are in a fortunate position. When the repo rate is going up, you're like, yeah, I told you.
I'm free from that.
Okay.
Repo rate impact.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's good. What message would you have for others who also want to do the same? Where can they get that extra funds from to pay that extra and the discipline that's needed? How would you?
Okay. Now I've learned in 2 places where you can get money. If you have normally a salary excess, take that excess and put it on a loan. It's a good thing. You will reap the benefit at the end of the day. If you're paying an installment of 7 and you paid off earlier, you have 7,000 extra in your pocket, which you can do it on other investment or even buy your second property. That's one. The other one, if you don't have space, like I didn't have space, use your salary increases, meaning you have to work very well at your employer to give you the increase so that you can use that increase to redeem your house.
Okay.
Yeah. The other place, if you don't have, we buy a lot of food in our houses now. It's also a place where you can cut. Look at your food budget. If you can cut the 500 or 1,000 from it, do it. You will see the value in the end.
Reduce the conflicts.
Yes, rather eat oats instead of cornflakes.
Okay.
So you just play around on the food prices. I've listened to this guy, Dave Ramsey. What I learned a lot from his financial skills. One of the things he teaches you is the best place to save is your finance, your food budget. You can actually cut and say by 10% or 20%, you will be able to survive on that budget because you choose when you buy. Yeah, and you can limit yourself to the amount that you have. So the more you have, the more you spend on food, the less you have, the less you spend on the food. And the wiser you spend on the food, the less money you have. Yeah.
So you don't need to be an elite, connected, get tenders or what to finish paying off and enjoy.
No.
Okay.
Okay. No, thank you very much.